Your brain is either your greatest weapon or your greatest weakness. And if you don't rewire it for greatness, the world will wire it for mediocrity. That's the cold truth. Most people never reach their potential, not because they're not capable, but because they never reprogram the one thing that controls it all, their mind. You can train your body. You can learn new skills. But if your brain is still wired for fear, comfort, and self-doubt, you'll sabotage every opportunity before it even begins. Greatness doesn't start with action, it starts with identity. It starts with the beliefs you hold, the thoughts you repeat, and the patterns that run your life on autopilot. And if those patterns are weak, emotional, and reactive, then no amount of hustle will save you. You have to go deeper. You have to rewire your operating system, the way you think, respond, and move through pressure. In this video, you're going to learn how to reprogram your mind like a warrior. You'll learn how to kill the old voice of doubt, install mental commands that drive elite performance, and finally step into the arena, not just to compete, but to dominate. If you're ready to upgrade your mindset, if you're ready to stop playing small, then this message is for you. Let's begin. Greatness begins with the mindset shift. Before you lift a finger, before you build the body, the business, the life, you must rewire your mind. Because everything starts in your head. Every win, every loss, every breakthrough. It's not about luck, talent, or circumstances. It's about the internal wiring of your thoughts and beliefs. And if your brain is wired for fear, comfort, or survival, you will never taste greatness. Rewiring your brain for greatness means replacing weakness with power, confusion with clarity, fear with fierce intent. The world taught you to play small, to avoid risk, to keep your head down. But if you want to become more, you've got to break that programming. The old thoughts, they served survival. But greatness, that demands a new operating system. You've got to stop telling yourself you're not ready. Stop saying maybe one day. Stop believing that greatness is for someone else. Greatness is for those who choose it. It's for those who rewire their identity to match the life they're trying to build. You must begin to believe with absolute conviction that you were built for more, that your past doesn't define you, that your potential is still untouched. Because if you believe you're weak, you'll never fight. If you believe you're average, you'll never rise. But if you believe you're destined for more, you'll do whatever it takes to claim it. That's the first step in the rewiring process, changing the way you see yourself. No more victim mindset, no more limitations accepted. From this moment forward, you are no longer the person who tries. You are the person who decides, executes, and becomes. This is the beginning. The mental shift that changes everything. Because before you ever step into the arena, before the world ever sees your power, you must believe it first. And that belief begins with a reprogrammed mind. Burn the old programming. Install the warrior code. To step into greatness, you must first destroy the old operating system, the one that's been holding you back your entire life. Your brain has been programmed by years of comfort, fear, doubt, and hesitation. Every excuse you've ever made, every time you chose ease over effort, it left a mark. It created a pathway in your mind that says, avoid pain, take the shortcut, stay safe. But there is no greatness in safety. There are no shortcuts to becoming a warrior. If you want to rewire your brain, you must go to war with the thoughts that make you weak. You must confront your patterns. The procrastination, the hesitation, the toxic self-talk. You must burn them to the ground. And in their place, you build new commands. You install the warrior code. Discipline becomes your default. Action becomes your instinct. Focus becomes your shield. And execution becomes your language. You don't wait to feel right. You move because movement is who you are. You don't ask for permission. You don't chase motivation. You don't need hype or applause or hand-holding. You run on one source of fuel, mission, fruit. That's how the warrior thinks. That's how the brain must be wired. Every time you choose pain over comfort, growth over excuses, effort over emotion, you rewrite the code. You shift your identity. You reprogram your response to pressure. And the more you act with this mindset, the more powerful you become. Soon the old voice, the one that said you can't, gets drowned out, replaced by a new voice that says, "Try me. I don't quit. I was built for this." That's not a fantasy. That's not hype. That's the warrior code, and it's waiting to be installed in you. But it only comes at a price. You must be willing to kill the old version of yourself. The weak version, the emotional version, the lazy version. Because only one version of you will survive the arena. The warrior, step into the arena and never look back. At some point, you have to stop preparing. Stop overthinking. Stop waiting for the right time. You have to step into the arena. Because greatness doesn't happen in theory. It doesn't live in your mind, your dreams, or your potential. It lives in the arena, where pain is real, pressure is constant, and weakness is exposed. When you step into the arena, there are no more excuses, no more hiding, no more comfort zones to retreat to. It's just you, your will, and the war in front of you. And that's where you find out who you really are. The arena will test your wiring. It will reveal your mindset. You'll get knocked down. You'll feel fear. You'll feel exposed. But guess what? That's the point. Because pressure creates clarity. And in that clarity, you either rise or you stay broken. But if you've rewired your mind, if you've replaced comfort with discipline, excuses with execution, fear with focus, then you don't fold. You fight. You might get cut. You might fail. You might even fall flat on your face in front of the world. But you don't run. You don't retreat. You don't break. Why? Because you've made the decision. You've burned the bridge behind you. You didn't come to survive the arena. You came to own it. And that mindset alone, that's what makes you dangerous. That's what separates you from the 99% still waiting for perfect conditions. You chose to act. You chose to step in. You chose to face the battle that most people run from. That's how warriors are born, not through easy wins, but through hard battles, through fire, through chaos, through resistance. So when the moment comes, and it will, don't flinch. Stand tall, step forward, and swing with everything you've got. Because you're not the same person who started this journey. You're no longer thinking like a victim. You're no longer reacting out of fear. You've rewired your brain. And now, you're ready to conquer the arena. Now you know the truth. Greatness doesn't happen by accident. It's not gifted, it's not inherited, it's built through a mind that has been rewired to fight, to focus, and to finish. You can no longer afford to let fear lead you. You can't keep waiting for the perfect moment, the right emotion, or someone to push you. That old version of you, that version built on hesitation and comfort, it's dead now. You've outgrown it. From this point forward, you move different. You think different. Because you've taken control of the most powerful weapon you'll ever own. Your mind. And now it's time. No more hiding. No more excuses. No more living in your head while the world moves without you. Step into the arena. Let them feel your presence. Let them see the result of a reprogrammed warrior mind. Let them understand you didn't come to play. You came to dominate. This is your time, your fight, your legacy. Now go out there and earn it.